You may have clicked on this video because right now you're going through a rough patch in your progression, right? Whether you trade or whether you have an online business, right? We always hit these major key points, in our journey. We hit these walls that slow us down. They're obstacles in our way that we need to jump over, we need to hurdle, right? And this is something that I have recently went through this summer in my trading, right? I was, $300 away from passing my first funded account. And, I had a problem with my break-even strategy because I changed one little small thing. And ever since that moment, I hit that figurative wall in my trading where everything just came to a halt. My progression stopped. Everything just came to a halt. And for months, pretty much this entire summer, right, 2.5 months, I made pretty much zero progression. It felt like, right? I always, throughout the entire thing, I documented the whole journey on my phone. So I look back at these videos right now and I just realized like how down bad I was, just because of just the consistent losses over and over and over again, right? Because for a while, obviously, I felt like I was doing pretty well because of the funded account. I was pretty close to passing the account and I was feeling myself. I was excited, right? I was excited to, get funded and possibly start getting some money, right? And, it just took that one little small thing to me, for me to change my model just a slight bit, and it just changed everything. And, when we hit this wall, we need to realize that it's placed there for a reason, right? God placed that obstacle in our way for a reason, right? I don't care if you believe in God or not, right? Mother Nature, right? The world, the universe. They placed that problem in front of you for a reason, to make you a better man, to make you a better woman, so that later in life, when you're faced with a similar situation, you know what to do, right? When it may matter more, right? You'll know what to do, right? And it's that experience that you gain from, facing these big challenges, right? That you become a better person. You become more dedicated, right? You start to believe in yourself more because you went through that shit and you told yourself in the beginning that you are going to do this. You are not going to stop. You're not going to quit. And, you stick to your word. Right, and you keep on pushing through it no matter what. All right, I'm not gonna even lie, bro. I have videos on my phone of me straight up crying this summer. Like I had one video of me just fucking crying because I just could not figure this shit out. Where I was putting hours and hours and hours and hours and hours a day into trading, and I was just getting no result. I was consistently losing day in and day out, day in and day out. Right, and it just takes a toll on you. Many of you may not understand if you haven't begun to trade, haven't begun to run these online businesses, these really tough challenges. Going through these lonely periods of life where you're by yourself and you're constantly trying to improve by yourself. Right, I was in my room the entire day by myself, trading and charting and backtesting for 8 to 10 hours a day. Right, that's no joke. Like that will take a toll on you. Right, and what I've learned, from that experience, for me facing that big challenge, is that, that was that gray zone for me. That was that area where I felt like I was not doing shit. I wasn't making any progress. But in the reality of things, I was making an insane amount of progress. I was proving to myself that I am meant for this. Right, I am meant for this, and I deserve this. Because, right, the majority of the people, if they face that big challenge, after them doing well for a while, they're just going to quit. They're going to fall off, right? But, I'm not average. And many of you that are watching this video are not average. All right, you're going to continue pushing past that point because you know what's on the other side of that. You know that you are going through this rough time for a reason right now. And when you figure that small thing out, when you figure that one little thing out, for me, it was a bunch of small little things in my trading. It changed everything. Changed absolutely everything. And I've made that breakthrough and now slowly climbing my way to profitability. Right, but it just takes time, right? You need just to understand that is placed in there in front of you for a reason, right? It's meant for you to tear that wall down, not run away from it, right? You need to understand that everyone loses, right? Like we're not all perfect, especially in trading. You need to lose to win, right? You can't become a profitable trader without going through months and months of losses and not understanding your model, not even knowing what your model is. You need to constantly grind and understand that these losses, they will build up into wins soon enough. And even when you do become profitable, right, you'll still lose. It's impossible not to lose in this market. You will consistently lose. Or maybe, my fault. You will consistently win when you figure your shit out, but you'll still go through areas, where you might have a couple losing streaks every now and then. But that happens, right? That happens. Professional traders, they are pretty much professional losers. Like, we are good at losing. We understand what comes from losing. Losing gives us lessons, right? We learn from losing, right? If you take a loss in anything in life, you take a loss and you do not choose to learn from that, if you blame it on other things, if you play a victim and you do not learn from that specific thing, then that is a given negative, right? You're not doing anything. You didn't learn from that experience that was given to you, that was offered to you, right? You didn't do anything. So that is a negative. But every single loss that I take, I journal in my notebook, and I look at it as a positive thing. I took my first loss yesterday, and I think 4 winning trades in the past 4 winning trades. Took a loss yesterday. I wasn't trading on the most high probability day, and it was a little confusing, right? I was offside, my bias is incorrect, and I took a loss, right? And I blamed it. I didn't blame it on, the market being shit, right? I recognized that the market was not the best. I noted that, and I said that I made the mistake to trade this day when price action was not the best. And next time, that could have worked. My trade could have worked if I did this instead. All right, so I'm constantly trying to improve myself and turn these losses into a positive. Figure out what I did wrong so that next time I'm, faced with this situation similar, I'll know what to do. All right, I learned from that experience. All right, so just want to come on here and talk a little bit about, losses. And just to sum it all up, losses are to improve you, not to, tear you down. Right? You just need to consistently lose over and over in this shit. And then remember that, it's placed there for a reason. Right? You're not going to consistently lose forever and ever and ever. You're going to eventually begin to win. Those losses turn to wins. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video. I do have a new Discord that I created. It's down in the description. We have free Notion templates that I talk about psychology and technicals for ICT, concepts and different things like that. I talk a little bit about my model. VC, we're in there all the time, every day. And what else? I have my analysis channel. I'm stuttering like hell. I have my analysis channel in there, so if you want to check that out as well. Yeah. Other than that, hope you all have a good day. Work hard, assert greed, and insist improvement. Peace out, boys.